We're halfway through season 12 and there are 13 heirlooms in Apex Legends. There's a lot of options, and if you've never had an heirloom before, there's a lot to choose from. So today we're gonna be ranking from S tier all the way down to D tier in order, the best ranking Apex Legends heirlooms. Sit back, relax, enjoy. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe. Let's do this. But bam, look at this, bro. Tell me this ain't perfect. This is a perfect little setup right here. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Okay. So we got S tier to start things off. This is the creme de la creme, the most prestigious of heirlooms, okay? The best of the best. Then we have A tier, which are some of the best heirlooms. They're not S tier, but they're really good. They just got beat out by the best of the best, if you know what I'm saying. Like, the best of the best is perfect. B tier are like, okay, these are heirlooms. They're sturdy looms, but there's nothing about them that's kind of putting them above the rest of the pack. C tier is gonna be, they're just kind of heirlooms, you know what I mean? They're just kind of heirlooms. There's not too much all that special about it. And then D tier are heirlooms that are like not good. Like, it's not even like they're not special. It's just like these are gonna be heirlooms that I personally think aren't good heirlooms, and they'll probably have specific reasons why. Aesthetically, they might be some people's favorites. At the end of the day, heirlooms are very subjective, okay? A lot of people like heirlooms for their own reason. And I'm not saying that my tier list is the end all be all tier list, but it's my opinion. Okay, we're gonna try not to start some wars here in chat. Let's kick things off, okay? I think I'll go in order. We'll start with the Bangalore and we'll work our way all the way down left to right, kind of like you read a book. So we'll start with Bangalore's heirloom set. Okay. I'm actually a little confused. I feel like this is a terrible heirloom to start off on because I truly don't know where to put it. When it first came out, it was my favorite heirloom in the game. I think I liked it more than Wraith's kunai. I liked it more than Octane's heirloom. Yeah, it's good, bro. Like, it's simple. It's got a lot of detail, like the sharpening. It's a pilot's knife. If you guys don't know what it is, you guys are saying S or A tier, C tier, A tier, A or B tier. Bang is B tier. When I really look at all of them though, I'm gonna be dead honest with you though. I think I'm gonna put this one in A tier. Everyone thinks heirlooms gotta be crazy and loud and do the most, which, you know, my favorite one, I'm sure you guys know what it is, does do that, but I like simplicity. I personally think Bangs is A tier. Okay, next up, we got, this one's a controversial one. This one is controversial because it's been out for so long. It's Bloodhound's heirloom. I really don't know where to put this one, man. Like, I like it. When it first came out, and honestly, probably for the first year and a half to 2 years of it being out, I was indifferent by it. Like, I couldn't care for it. I thought it was just kind of, because Wraith's heirloom was the OG heirloom. It was the first heirloom to ever come into the game. And then when they brought Bloodhound's heirloom, I was like, how does it make sense? It's an axe, but I think the animations on Bloodhound's heirloom are 10 out of 10. The inspect spam animation is also 10 out of 10. It has the twirl, and I think it looks dope. So I would probably put Bloodhound's heirloom in S tier. I think it rightfully so belongs in S tier. A lot of you guys are saying S or A or B tier. Really? You put Bloodhounds in B tier? I don't know how I feel about that one. B's a little steep considering the competition. Okay, here we go. Now we got Caustic's heirloom. Caustic's heirloom. You're saying S tier? You're joking me. Seriously? Some of you guys think Caustic's heirloom is S tier? The animations are so good. See, the more, like, when Caustic's heirloom first came out, I actually liked it. But as time went on, I honestly think the animations are a little bit weak. Like, I think the coolest one is where it glows and like you grab its face like that. I want to say Caustic's heirloom C tier. I don't think it's D tier because, like, the inspect spam animation isn't terrible. The cylinder spins around. It's not very noticeable, but it is spammable and it doesn't look ridiculous. The animations are and then the look of the heirloom overall, especially if you play on like low resolution and low textures, I don't think it just looks very bland to me. So I think Caustic's heirloom is gonna go in C tier for me. I'm sorry to the Caustic mains in chat. Don't mean to do you dirty. It's just my honest opinion, bro. Okay, now we have the crypto heirloom. The one, the only, the buy one blade. And this one's pretty easy for me, bro. Inspect spam animation. Honestly, the inspect spam animation is an S tier. I would say it's A or B tier, but it is a good one. The animations are the best in the game. Definitely S tier. And the look of the heirloom itself is also S tier, bro. It's literally a sword. I'm gonna have to put this one in S for me. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna move it in front of Bloodhounds because I think it's better than Bloodhounds for sure. So yeah, that's where that's going. I forgot there's orders within the tiers as well. Okay, next up we got Jibby's heirloom. Gibraltar's heirloom is underrated. It really, really is underrated. It's got like the whole flame emoji, not the flame emoji, like the it's got the flame inspect. Like every time you pull it out, he like pumps it and then the flames kind of burst out of it. I feel like if any other legend had Gibraltar's heirloom, like I'm trying to think of another thick, like I don't know. Like imagine Caustic had Gibraltar's heirloom and it pumped gas out of it. I feel like that would have been way cooler than Caustic's heirloom. You guys are saying D or C tier, A or S tier, B or A, C tier, D tier. You guys really think C tier? In my opinion, Gibraltar's heirloom is on the simpler side, and I think it kind of goes in line with Bang's heirloom. It's just nowhere near as clean because it's like a club. I think I'll put Jibby's heirloom in B tier. Because that's kind of where I'm feeling with it. It's above Caustic's, but it's not as good as Bang's. So it kind of goes in between, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now we have Lifeline's heirloom. Lifeline's is really good. Always thought it was one of the best. When it came out, I don't think I ever fanboyed over an heirloom as hard as I did hers until Crypto's. It's so clean. It's got crazy animations. Spam inspect. Spam inspect, I honestly can't really remember. I just know when you crouch with it and spam crouch, it looks like you're playing the drums. And the animations on your actual inspect are really good. They kind of went all out for her. So I would honestly put Lifeline's in A tier. Like it's I think I would even put it above Bangalore's. So I'll put it in A, and then we'll hold up. Can I swap these? Yeah, there we go. Lifeline's is like one of my all-time favorites, bro. It's so good. Above, oh, for sure, bro. I'll take drumsticks over Gibraltar's heirloom any day of the week. Hers just has a lot of personality. Oh, Naste, come on, bro. Are you being serious, chat? It's way better than Gibraltar's. Have you guys ever even seen Lifeline's heirloom in game? It's freaking crazy. Okay, also, it is a very acquired taste. I think that's where the disconnect's happening between me and you guys right now. Like a lot of people want like a blade or like a real weapon for an heirloom, and like I appreciate like the quirkiness and like the toyfulness of the drumsticks. It kind of remind me of like police extendo bats and shit like that. But if that's not your thing, then you probably won't like it much. Okay, moving on though, we got Mirage's heirloom. This one I think is gonna be our first D tier. There's just something about like I'm putting it in D tier right away. I'm sorry, Mirage mains. Okay, you said F and D tier, D4, D tier. It's hard stuck. Mirage's heirloom is hard stuck D4, bro. I will say the animations on Inspect are really good. The heirloom itself is supposed to be quirky in the same way that like Lifeline's is quirky and Watson's is quirky, but I just don't find it cute at all. It's just, I find it kind of cringy, to be real. Like no hate against Mirage, it just doesn't do it for me. The inspect spam animation is S tier though. And a matter of fact, Mirage's heirloom has one of the best inspect spam animations in the whole game. He just kind of like twirls it and he like spins it in his hand when you run with it. It looks really cool. Octane's heirloom, this was my favorite heirloom in the whole game for a very long time. I think this one's gonna have to go automatically. Hold up, actually. Is it S tier though? It's definitely up there. The animations are really good. Spam Inspect is also really good. He literally plays with the butterfly knife. The only thing I will say is that the heirloom aesthetic itself is kind of on the weaker side. You say A tier, S tier, A tier, S tier, A tier. I want to put it in S tier, but I just think aesthetically it lacks. It's really small. Honestly, it doesn't look that crazy in game. Like you got the tiny bit of Octane juice in it. But I feel like if you get Octane's heirloom, it's either because you main Octane or you're doing it for the animations. That's it. I'm gonna put it in A tier because I think it's kind of like in line with Bangalore's heirloom. Oh, does it go above Bang's heirloom though? That's the big question. I don't think I'm gonna put it above Bang's heirloom. If you stimmed with it, S tier, but other than that, I just love the aesthetic of Bang's, bro. It's a classic like dagger. It just looks too good. I'm gonna put it behind Bang's. What if we had a poll for each heirloom? I'm down to do a poll after. I don't want to taint my opinions. Like, I don't want to give in. I gotta like stay true to like how I'm truly feeling about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, chat, I think I'll leave it there, right? But it's A tier, behind Bangs and behind Lifelines, and Life's is above Bangalore's. Okay, this is another one. This one is like also a controversial heirloom, bro. When Pathfinder's gloves first came out, thought they were awesome. The more and more I've used them, it's the one heirloom in the game that I actually despise. I don't like it. I think it does way too much. It doesn't look good. It's not finesse, it's not stylish. It's just these big, clunky, ugly ass, chunky, annoying boxing gloves, bro. Yeah, it blocks your screen too much too. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Like I said, I knew some of these heirlooms today are gonna tilt some of you, and some of you guys who main path are just gonna be like, are you out of your mind? Like, how can you put that as, I'm putting it as worst heirloom in the game. Even below, I'm putting it below Mirage's. Because it doesn't even have a good inspect spam animation. The inspect spam is goated on Mirage's. D tier definitely. I'm not tripping, okay? You guys, you're blind, okay? Okay, like I said, some of these are gonna surprise you today. Rampart's heirloom, automatically, I'm putting it in S tier. Rampart's is goated, bro. If you disagree with me, I feel like you need another look at Rampart's heirloom. C for Rampart, I'm being dead ass because I'm gonna break it down for you now. Her inspect spam animation, you know, I did say Mirage has a really good one too. I think it's tied between, I would honestly say it's tied between Mirage's and Rampart's for best inspect spam animation, because when Rampart runs with her wrench, she literally spins it, and it just, like, the way it spins looks almost even cooler than Mirage's heirloom, just because it's a wrench and not a trophy. So her spam is absolutely 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, I'd even say. Her animations, she's got way more animation. She got the bubble gum where she launches the bubble gum out of it and then chews it. She got the one where she like takes gum out of her mouth and like sticks it on her sticker. Her wrench turns into a dinosaur. What else does it do, bro? There's another, like, it has like a purple electricity animation with it too. And then the heirloom itself, honestly, I just think it looks really cool. I think mixed with the sound effects that they got for the wrench, it sounds really heavy and beefy and good quality. It's just nice, bro. I put it S tier, but it's not as good as, I don't think it's as good as Bloodhounds. Bloodhounds has way more of it's just way more aesthetic in my opinion. So I put it above Ramparts. Okay, Revenants is either, oh, this one's hard. These last three I think are honestly some of the tougher ones to choose for this tier list. C tier, S tier, A tier for Revenant. The scythe is cool as hell, y'all tripping. A tier, B tier for me. I can't remember the inspect spam animation. I don't think I've honestly used it enough to remember what it looks like. Aesthetically, just the heirloom alone is S tier looking. It's very, very cool. I don't like Revenant though, so it kind of taints it for me. And then the animations are also really, really cool. I feel like they took inspiration from Revenant Scythe in making Crypto's heirloom with like, kind of like how it, like it goes limp and then it solidifies again. I think I'm hard stuck between putting it in A tier and B tier. I personally don't think it's S tier. Shit, I'm actually stuck, bro. I actually don't know where to put it. I think it's A tier. Revenant sound effects are cool for me. B tier, B plus. Chat, it is really, really cool. It really is. Okay, but here's the thing though, chat. I think it's cooler than Octane's butterfly knife. So I think I'll put it in A tier in front of Octane's knife, because I would take Bang's knife over it, but I would take Revenant's scythe over Octane's heirloom. So I'm gonna say A tier in front of Octane's. I just feel like putting it in B tier is doing it injustice. Like, you kind of, like, if I put it in there, even if I put it in front of Gibraltar's, I just kind of sit there and I'm like how is the scythe in fucking B tier? You know what I mean? It don't make any sense. Bashing Bangs down, it's boring. Some people find it boring. I find it like, I just like it. It's like aesthetic. It's simple. But yeah, I'll put it in front of Octane's. We'll keep it in A tier. Next, we have Watson's heirloom, a personal favorite of mine. One of my hardcore favorites. This one, I'm automatic. We have a lot in A tier, bro. I mean, if that's the, I guess if that's the way the list works out, then that's the way the list works out. Watson's heirloom is auto A tier for me. as you guys can tell, I kind of like the quirky, like Watsons and Lifelines. I like the toy aspect. Her spam inspect animation is goated. She literally spins her little toy like a toy gun. Her animations, when she pulls it out, she's always like bobbling it around in a cute way. The animations on it are definitely S tier. I just think I think it's one of the most underrated heirlooms in the game. They got so much hate, and I literally think it's incredible. I'm gonna put it above Lifelines. Definitely better than Lifelines. Lifelines is quirky next to it, and then bang, Revenant, Octane, and then here. Last but not least, this is the ultimatum, okay? This is where we lose viewers in chat, because can we just get a raise of hands? How many of you in here are diehard Wraith mains? I feel like at least 50% of this chat plays Wraith. Wraith is C tier, D tier, C tier, D tier, B or C. Oh nah. You know what? I actually don't feel like I'm gonna be criticized as hard as I thought I'd be about this heirloom, because I feel like a lot of us are semi on the same page, and like only, I don't know, the 25 diehard sweaty Wraith mains in chat are gonna be pissed off, but you can just kick rocks, okay? You can hit the road, Jack. I'm not putting Wraith's heirloom in A tier, bro. Aesthetically, it's cool. Definitely not the coolest. It is a kunai though, and I love ninjas. Like, I love Naruto, so it is pretty damn dope off the rip. I think aesthetically, it's A tier or S tier. Inspect spam animation, probably A tier. Definitely not S tier, it's A tier. And then the animations themselves, I mean, there's only like one animation, chat. She fucking just looks at it. Probably D tier in terms of animations, but the one thing I want to give like an honorable mention or an honorable credit is that Wraith's heirloom was the first heirloom to ever enter the game. And she kind of set the standard in terms of, you know, how awesome heirlooms can be. And it has gone the test of time. A lot of people still love it despite all the other heirlooms that have come out. But I just think that it has definitely aged over time, and it doesn't have that mystical ooh-ah factor that it once had. I'm putting it in B tier. I'm sorry. It's truthfully how I feel. Like, when I look at Watson's heirloom, Lifeline's heirloom, they're so cool, bro. Bangalore's knife, Revenant's scythe, Octane's butterfly knife, bro. I think those are awesome. And then S tier for Crypto, Bloodhound, and Rampart. They're just goated. It doesn't contest with the A tier heirlooms. It's too simple. But it is above Gibraltar's heirloom, so I will move Gibraltar's behind it. So this is my season 13 updated. Okay, midpoint season with the Crypto heirloom tier list. I'll read it off. We got Crypto, Bloodhound, Rampart, then Watson, Lifeline, Bangalore, Revenant, Octane, followed up by Wraith, then Gibraltar, then Caustics, and at the back of the pack, we got Mirages and Pathfinders. That's it, man. I'm leaving it there, bro. Why is Path so low? Because Path's heirloom is donkey shit, bro. It's terrible. Like, out of 5 stars, you can rate it 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, or 5 stars on how you feel this tier list like is. Like, what would you rate the tier list? This will be up on the YouTubes as well, so say hi to YouTube. What tier list would you guys like to see after this one? I have a couple in mind. I was considering doing a weapons tier list. I feel like a weapons tier list is long overdue. We could do a map tier list. There's only 4, so it'd probably take like literally 30 seconds. Or we could also do a legends tier list. What would you guys like to see next? Thanks for watching my tier list. If you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you guys want to watch me on Twitch, where all this happens live, link in the description. I stream there every day, and hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Keep up, stay up. Peace out.